Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Just one sec, I'm going to change my audio mode. Alright, so playing an EIKWM France deck G4, G54 with JP, Ostrachange, and Barbarossa. And it's draft 10 for some reason because people like crazy cards. Um, Looking at this first pile, the best card is Child Psychologist. Child Psychologist is just fantastic. You just need to draft occupations that you're okay with playing a little later, like not stage 1 occupations. So, yeah, pretty easy pick. This one, getting profit back would be really nice. Because it's like a free action with Child Psychologist, because there's almost always someone doing family growth even without room in round 14. Got Haberdasher here, which I actually like more than a lot of people, I think. Trailblazer and Fieldsman is a good combination as well. So if I take Trailblazer, I get either Profit or Fieldsman back. I'm happy either way. This one, Fencer is pretty good. Um, or Gardening Enthusiast. I guess Gardening Enthusiast with Trailblazer is a little bit better. But Fencer is quite nice. Fencer is quite nice when you don't have to use an action to play him. So yeah, let's try Fencer. Maybe I get other ways of getting crops. And this one, oh wow. I love Hewer. Hewer is just fantastic. Crop Rotator with Trailblazer is an excellent combination. Um, I think Hewer is too good to pass up on, though. Hewer is just really an outstanding card. Plowmaker, I already have Trailblazer. Yeah, Hewer. Alright. Time to pull up chat. See if anyone is watching live. The mic should be a little clearer today. I don't have the fan on. I'll just have to endure the heat a little bit. Not that it's really bad. I've also got the World Cup game on my other monitor and enjoying that. Okay, this pile. Football player might actually be playable when I don't have to use an action to play him. It's an interesting option. On the other hand, I could do like Musketeer. With Trailblazer, you want to go on So Bake more often. So I could Musketeer near the So Bake space. Um, Real Estate Agent. I don't think I have a setup for Real Estate Agent. So Clay Deliveryman can be okay as well. But I don't specifically have a great need for Clay yet. So let's try Football Player. Oh, there's Fieldsman back. There's also Tapestry Weaver and Haberdasher. So I can do Sow and a Grain with Haberdasher. Or conversely, I can sow extra goods with Fieldsman. I think I'm going to take Fieldsman. Means if I sow one grain, then it's okay if I start baking like pretty early because Fieldsman makes it really easy to get back up to a large number of crops. Also, Fieldsman means that my farm's empty less often, which is good for Trailblazer. This pick is actually pretty difficult. If I had a way of getting a lot of crops, I'd take Lemon Trader, but I don't. So I could take Farmer, I could take Organic Farmer. I do like Organic Farmer just because I can play it easily with Child Psychologist. Farmer would be okay as well. I have enough mid-game cards. I think I'll take a late-game card. Okay. Well, Reed Pond is probably the best card here. The only thing is, it doesn't work so well with Child Psychologist just because you get the occupations a little later. It's still a great card though. I could first pick Keys here. With Hewer, I have a pretty easy source of stone. So that's an option, definitely. Stone Axe would be good for me. Um, Muddy Bog would be good. I think I'm gonna take Keys for the surprise factor. Wow, Dove Pond or Duck Pond, Dovecote, both of those are excellent. Dovecote is a good way for me to spend my stone, but Duck Pond, if I'm gonna go for first growth, Duck Pond is always the way to go because it's just so good with that setup. If you get 2 food before that second harvest, it's really beautiful. And I'm gonna be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Alms is pretty nice if I want to forget about my Hewer, but it should come back. Oh, there's Undisturbed Pawn too. Ooh, maybe I should go for those two together. Machete is excellent, especially with Fieldsman. Hmm. Machete is really, really an excellent card. I think though I'm gonna take Alms here. Because then if I get Undisturbed Pawn back, it's just like such a good combination. And this pick, probably want to go for more than one room, so downsizing. And here, Huntsman Rifle, Stone Axe. Yeah, probably Muddy Bog, just because it's cheap and easy. And with keys, that's what I want. Cheap and easy. And this pick is... Ooh, normally paved road is like pretty unplayable, but I think I'm gonna take it here just because Hewer sometimes gives you a ton of extra stone that you don't really have a good way of using. So, you know, if I have an extra 4 stone and I can't reno with it, playing it for a 4-point paved road would be okay. Then we'll see if I get Undisturbed Pawn back. Yeah, with Child Psychologist, definitely. The only card that I really want to play early is Hewer, but I mean, I could play Hewer like 3 rounds later and it'd still be fine. And Undisturbed Pond comes back. Now, Children's Playground is quite nice, but yeah, I think I want to take Undisturbed Pond. Looks good to me. This should be a really strong game. All right, first move, Reedstone Food, definitely. The stone for keys. So my early game is all going to be all about just getting good resource piles. Let's make these a little smaller so they fit all on one screen. Self-employee and cocotte being played. Self-employee is basically all it does is increase your occupation count. Cocotte lets you play improvements on the major minor space. And keeping an eye on chat, so hey, say hello if you're there. Feel free to ask any questions. Mayor candidate for Barbarossa. So I could take 2 clay, especially with sheep coming round 1. But I think I just want to take wood. I want to do everything that I can just to power towards that first room. And then even if I don't get it, I have the backup with okay. Barbarossa home garden. Hmm. Oh, I think just to guarantee himself the well, most likely. Just wanted to get that start player action in. I'll grab 3 wood very happily. And I'm well on my way to that first room. Hut builder for JP. Ooh, acquirer for Barbarossa. So this is a card that definitely the meta and the statistics around have totally changed. Just because people are starting to recognize the power of it, and that between cooking hearth and buying cattle, you're getting 2 food per round. On top of that, you can buy like stuff at very timely. Like you at the end of the game, you can spend 4 food for 2 points without using an action by getting an animal or a crop that you don't already have, stuff like that. It's uh it's a very interesting card. There's the reed pond. That's fine. I took 2 reed there, by the way. It was the obvious choice for me. Like I said, everything I'm doing is just pushing me towards building room. That's all I want to do. Build room, build room, build room. So evening prayer from Ostricheng, which lets him play 2 occupations since he has 2 plowed fields. Walrus hunter and hunter. Yep. So he gets that 3 sheep action. And JP's a little annoyed that he didn't build the fireplace. 4 wood, yes please. Yes please. Now we're looking at 2 rooms at once if I can pull it off. Or use keys to jump into the queue for my second growth. Dove Hunter for Barbarossa. I guess Acquirer plus Dove Hunter is a nice combo. Well, I'll continue my taking resources. Take more wood. JP was... Oh, he did go on start player. Interesting. So Reedstone Food would make me quite happy if I could get that action. Yeah, check out Child Psychologist, so good. Like, it doesn't go well with Hut Builder, but... And not super great with Hewer, but, you know, it just gains you so many actions, which is excellent. So yeah, I'll grab Reedstone Food here. I'm now in a position to build 2 rooms at once. So JP probably builds a room here. That's fine. The only thing is he's not in a good spot to stable block if he builds a room here, so that's the only... He might first action start player. It's possible. But he might not. Like, if Barbarossa gets 4 wood with his first action next round, then things might go fine for me. Or alternatively, family growth comes round 5. That's perfect because that means I'll get family growth round 6 and 7. Because I got the occupations that I'm happy to, or the improvements that I'm happy to start player, and I'll still be able to feed fine. Okay, nothing I really super want to do here, so I'll just start player keys here, because then I can first action play one of my pawns, one of my no occupation cards. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I play Undisturbed Pond. Okay. Well, it's nice that I jump ahead of JP, but JP's in a strong position nonetheless. He's in an excellent spot to build another room, which would put him at 5 rooms with his hut builder. House Goto is really good. Ostrich. Oh, he's got. Oh, I hate that card. I hate that card so much. Um, Contract Builder, obviously. Yeah, he's just accumulating food so that he can build 8 food rooms. Well is normally pretty nice with, or Acquirer is normally quite nice with Contract Builder as well because, yeah, the ability to get 2 food per round. Yeah, there it is. No surprise. Yep, Contract Builder. I still don't necessarily love what he's done because, sure, the fishing space has been like 5 or 6 food for him, but the problem is he's letting us get good resource accumulation actions. Beautiful. This just has worked out perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +5 food. And if JP doesn't start, actually, I'm okay with JP getting growth next round because it means that I can use Child Psychologist on that growth, and then hopefully I can grow again in round 8 would be good. So I could Child Psychologist Hewer and then play something like Duck Pond and Muddy Bog when I'm getting my 4th person. The big thing with Contract Builder is that you can build clay rooms, which saves you a ton of resources on the renovation. If we see Ostrich build wood rooms here, I think it'll be, yeah, I won't be as big a fan of this play. We will see though. Fish hook for JP, sure. With day labor, with Cocotte, it's fine because he can hook off of day labor. Man, 4 reed. This is absurd that 4 reed is available. But reed pond plus contract builder play. So I'll play an occupation with my second move. I will play child psychologist. And that's the dagger. In my opinion, that means that I'm gonna win. Just because I have so many actions now. I have 2 rooms already. I've grown. I have plenty of food. The only thing I need to worry about is making sure I have enough for the round 9 harvest. Other than that, I'm set. 22 food. 3 rooms, 2 stables. 2 rooms, 3 stables. Okay. I don't love that he has to do a food action next round. I think that's a bit of a mistake on his part. I think probably you do 1 fewer stable, leave yourself with the one fewer stable, leave yourself with the option to not take food next round. So I play Hewer with my child psychologist. Oh, Barbarossa is fencing here. That's too bad. I wish I'd gotten my fencer out. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder if he's planning on using the contract builder as well. So I need food. I only need 1 food though. I probably, if I take 6 clay, I probably also need to take 3 clay to activate my Hewer next round. So do I want to do 2 actions just taking clay? Not particularly. Maybe I'll grab that reed. But then there's 4 wood. 4 wood is always good. Yeah, 4 wood is always good. So it would be nice if I could get the reed, the Basket Maker's Workshop. So reed stone food to get my 6 food plus 5 reed. The only problem is then I can't, the only problem with that is then I can't play an occupation next round, yeah. So probably I'll just do 3 food traveling players. I think that's fine. Oh, Lighthouse from Barbarossa. Okay. That makes quite a bit more sense now. So I'll take 5 reed and 3 food. And then I'm leaving myself a 5 wood or a 6 wood or an 8 clay action for my first move next round. Yeah, if I was Barbarossa there, I probably think you give up on the lighthouse and you play towards contract builder because contract builder is nice. And I play fencer with my child psychologist. So I get a food from Flagon plus a food and a stone from Hewer. And then 8 clay or 6 wood. Either of those would be excellent. 6 wood. How can you turn down 6 wood? So next round, I'm going to first action start player to get family growth. Then round 10, muddy bog. So duck pond, round 9, round 10, muddy bog. Looks good. So I'll get 8 clay or 4 clay. If someone takes 8 clay, I'll take 4 clay, and then I reno Basket Baker's Workshop for my last action. And that'll get my feeding set for round 9. Almost set, because I probably want to play another occupation. I probably want to Trailblaze next. Yeah. Let's see what Barbarossa does. Yeah, like Ostrichenge is putting everything into doing the. Oh, okay, plow driver. That's why he did it. I wonder if that's a first pick plow driver. I get 8 clay. So I've gotten 5 reed, 6 wood, and 8 clay. Like how do I lose when my opponents are giving me those actions? If my feeding is inefficient, that's how I lose. So I'll just put everything into making sure that's not the case. Do I want to get a food and a stone in round at the end of round 9? If I do, I need to take clay here. If not, I do something else. You know what? If I take clay here, I pretty much guarantee the pottery for myself as well, I think. So I think this is a good move. JP plays Undergardener, just a little bit more combo with his day labor play. Barbarossa or Family Growth playing Machete. I will play Trailblazer. So I want to get Basket Maker's Workshop with one of my actions, and then the other action needs to get me one food. So, maybe playing Trailblazer here was a mistake. I don't know. I think it's okay. I need to get the fields going. End of each round, yeah. So I can't use the hewer food. It might mean I have to take traveling players or day labor, but I think that's okay. So Basket Maker's Workshop first, it gives me more stuff, plus it also lets me it's one extra food, like it's an extra food, plus I can use clay easier than I can use reeds. So oh, there's the hoarder from JP. Excuse me. So yeah, my last move. If I could get Reedstone food, that would be best case, I think. Yeah, this is fine because then I get hewer and I can build pottery next round. I don't need the trail plays at the start of next round. Because I still need to get crops. And I still want to play my fieldsman. Hmm. We'll see. Maybe I'll get joinery, considering I have fencer. Fencer plus joinery is kind of a nice combo. Gives you a way to use the wood that you get in round 14 from people fencing. Oh, I may as well trailblaze. Why not? Play Muddy Bog. 3 clay. Looking good. Looking very good. 2 6-wood actions. Jeez. Just crazy. That there are this many this much room building and then still such good resource actions available is pretty crazy with around 6 family growth. Although if you compared to the last game I put up, by the end of round 8 we had 3 growths that had happened, whereas in that game, even though family growth came one round later, round 7, there were 5 people that had grown at that point, which was pretty silly. 5 growths in 2 rounds. It's the power of backdoor. Okay, no one can build the pottery, so that's very safe. I could take 4 stone here. Um, yeah, 4 stone. It gets me joinery and maybe the stone oven. Um, and if I don't have a use for it, I still have paved roads, so still in quite a good spot. So last action will be pottery just to get it out of the way. That means I'll have 6 food in round 11 plus 1 on the board. So 7 food. And then if I eat 1, I'll have 5 going into the harvest. I'll need another 3. Indentured servant for Barbarossa. I guess it's a nice 8 food action. 7 food when you consider you have to pay for it. I wouldn't mind a 7 food action. Although I guess pottery will be close to that. I wonder if Ostrich has forgotten about he needs to start player. How it looks like oh, JP might be on day labor actually. Oh, this is kind of a nice combo. Under Gardener plus Cocotte plus Wine Closet. Means that every time he goes on day labor, he's getting a bonus point. Would have been a bit better if he could have been getting 2 bonus points, but 1 is still alright. So I have the first action here. I think I just grabbed 4 food. It just makes my feeding 100% guaranteed and I don't need to worry about it. I don't really want to play joinery until after I fence. or until after I've gone above 15 fences, because it's better for me to fence earlier, get more animal points. Although with Stone Axe, or with Organic Farmer, I should say, Stone Axe just being played by JP. With Organic Farmer, I don't mind playing getting animals late, just as long as I get one of each. So it is an option. It is an option. Oh, I need to play... So I play that with Child Psychologist. What to do here? Vegetable? Grain. Grain, I think. So then I will sow bake with one move, unless Barbarossa does here. See what's going on here with Ostrachange. Ostrachange plows, okay. That's fine. I'm just hoping to get sow bake. I'm pretty sure Barbarossa sows here. But then again, does he really need to? Yeah, he doesn't need to. Perfect. Start player Stonehouse extension. Okay. That explains why Lighthouse plus Stonehouse extension. Very nice. I wonder which he took. Well, okay, he had Plow Driver already, so both of those cards would have been very appealing to him. For sure. So now I have Stonehouse extension if I want to play it. Definitely sowing. Definitely. Especially because it means I can Trailblaze at the start of next round and then sow again. And then I will grab wood would be okay, but there's going to be there's going to be 3 actions next round which are 3 wood or more. So I can wait for that, I think. I think what I do here is I just grab vegetable so that I'm in a really good spot to do more sowing and baking. Yep, vegetable here. I feed 3 food, a clay, and a reed. So now I'm in a really good spot to build clay or stone oven, which will help my feeding for round 13. And I get plow sow. Beautiful. So I don't have enough to play my child psychologist here. So I want to make sure I have enough next round so that I can play it on family growth even without room. And you know what? I can do this. So I'm not gonna bake a grain. That's fine. Oh, I get FSUer. So my fieldsman, when I sow on 2 fields, lets me do 1 extra good on each. Whereas when I go on 1 field, I get 2 extra goods on that. So I'm in quite a nice spot. So yeah, my feeding in round 14 will be to build clay oven or stone oven, definitely. So my next action, probably 4 wood or 3 wood. Yeah, 4 wood's available. So that looks good to me. And I put my football player marker on sheep. So I'll go sheep, so Renault maybe? One, two, no, I can only go 3 spaces ahead. I don't know. If I can get it to boar and then cattle, that would be quite good because that means after I use cattle, I can push it to the end for the most points. But I need a ton more food to do that. So I get 2 wood thanks to Barbarossa fencing. So now I can build the joinery and eat a wood. Hmm. I don't have grain, so plowing doesn't really, or yeah, a couple of these don't really do that much for me. So I think what I do is I just take sheep and advance that by 1 space because I'll fence next round. And sheep is 2 points, so why not? And then probably last action, I want to take food. What do I do? Reedstone food maybe? Because that also gets me another field because I can trailblaze. Or I can save the trailblazing to the start around 14 if I'm not gonna plow at all in round 13 or sow bake. Crop rotator for Ostrachange. Nice. It's a great card. And what do I do here? Do I want to plow? Very odd that no one's going on start player, but we've all grown so much, like it nobody needs to grow anymore. Do I do this? Reedstone food? Or do I do 5 reed? Yeah, I don't really need to trailblaze, do I? I think this is okay. No. There's no point in risking it. Yeah. But you know what? No one else needs the reed. So, reed stone food. Let's risk it. It actually means if I hewer in round 13, that round 14 I can play Stonehouse Extension, which would let me family growth even with room. So theoretically, I could do something with that. But I have a ton of stone. I probably would rather just build ovens in round 14. Take that. Pay my one food to advance. So I can play joinery on major minor now. And then I'll get some wood for my joinery points for my fencer. Why does he get to plow two? Did he do something? Oh, plowmaker, of course. I forgot about that. Cattle market for change. Okay. To probably to start to plow sow. Sure. Clay flat firer for Barbarossa. Okay. Two cattle. Never turned down two cattle. It's a bunch of points. Even if you did something like play football player. Football player is going to eat like 6 or 7 food and only give me like 1 or 2 points. It's going to be a pretty terrible conversion. But that's okay. Field for JP. So we got plow and plow sow this round, so that's always fun. So I'm gonna build. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Major minor's getting blocked off from me. Oh, that's okay, I can reno. Good. Phew. I can still reno. That's fine. So last action. I could eat a raw grain. If I eat a raw grain, then I could take stone, which would let me build stone oven next round. The problem is building stone oven is a lot worse if I can only bake one grain compared to two. Yeah, I think it's probably okay if I eat a raw grain. So if I take 2 points here, then at the end of the next round, I have a bunch of 3-point moves, theoretically. Although I do want to play Organic Farmer, and I need food to play Organic Farmer. So I could take 2 food here. Huh. How do I do this? Because I want to Trailblaze as well. I get a food from Hewer, and then I guess I eat a raw grain. Yeah, okay, just 2 food is fine. I get a food and a stone Hewer. So then I can eat a raw grain to play Organic Farmer. My cattle breeds once more for a 4-point Organic Farmer. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Um, well, would just be a block move if anyone did that to me. So I think I'm going to grab 4 stone here, because then I can play Paved Road. So it's 2 actions for 4 points, which should be fine. Ideally, I get Stone Oven, but just in case Major Minor gets blocked, then Paved Road on Start Player is my backup. Oh, Organic farmer doesn't work on those two spaces. Oh, that's too bad. Unless I build stables, which I could do. I could do that. But probably it's only 1 point per stable as opposed to 2 points. One space. Yeah, it's not getting any farther than one. That's fine. Bake two. So this is 1 point. This is 2 points. This is 2 points. The only way that contract builder is worth more than 2 points is if I. How many stables? Like two stables are only 2 points. Because it takes away wood. Unless I'm eating food that's not points. I don't know. So I get 2 wood here. So 2 point field, sure. Happy to do that. And then last move is either spending wood or oh, it's taking reed, definitely. Oh man, I've left that 7 reed there. Definitely doing that. Yeah, so I didn't need to end up baking both my grain. I'm only gonna have needed to bake one of them, which means I could have kept a vegetable for 1 extra point. Oh well. Because I'm gonna end up with 4 wood and 7 reed, which means eating wood and reed is not eating a point. All right, and that's me. Looks good. That's my final farm layout. So yeah, I could have eaten a clay, a wood, and a reed. So 7 food. So my food was really not optimally done. But I don't think it matters. I think I won by quite a large margin. $54, yeah, plus 5. So I score 59. Yeah, it was pretty clear with just the way the start of the game was. Like there was no way anyone else was touching me. Closest is 52 points to my 59. All right. Well, that went well. Child Psychologist is super strong. And then I got Om's Undisturbed Pond with him and First Growth, like really, really crazy. And then I struggled with feeding for the rest of the game, honestly. Never really got a real food engine. Um, like I kept needing to take a food action before each harvest, but that's okay. Um, because I had so many actions, it didn't matter. Thanks to all my cards. So that is all for me. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I'm going to hang around and chat for a bit. So if you're there, you want to talk to me, ask questions, whatever, please do. And yeah, see you guys next time.